I'm a little bit up and down, really. I haven't played as much as what I'd like to, but the back end of the year seemed to be a bit better than early on. So, yeah, looking forward to the World Championship and in some good form now. I was expecting to play in a lot more events. I missed a lot of events early on, especially the Premier League and a lot of Pro Tours. Missed some Europe. It was only 2 Europeans, which I managed to win, but yeah, it was. I wasn't as sharp as what I should have been, having missed a lot of tournaments early on in the season, which were out of my hands. Well, obviously winning the Grand Slam and performing well from the quarterfinals onwards, and the one that frustrates me the most is obviously losing to Jonny in the World Series finals, where I was so far in front and just let it slip away, and yeah, just bombing opportunities in games that I shouldn't lose, especially that one, and the game against Brendan Dolan, this weekend, the games that I just shouldn't lose, and games that I let slip away, which sometimes, but even in my head, I'm not the one to blame anything other than myself. But yeah, the conditions weren't ideal. Sometimes it takes playing against a better player or someone who's playing a lot better to kick you into gear. I mean, don't get me wrong, if I play in a first round and someone's firing on all cylinders, I'm sure I'll find that extra gear. But for me, it's the worse someone plays against me, the worse I play, and the better someone plays, I seem to find that extra 10%. And that's what happens in tournaments, especially first, second round, where everyone's under pressure and they're not performing and I don't perform. As the tournament goes on and you get to play better players or people playing in better form, they sort of kick you into gear as well. Yeah, but that's what the game's all about. You need tight games like that to give you a kick up the backside and get yourself into gear. But yeah, I'd rather not be in those situations. And if I play well, then I don't think I'll find myself in them situations. But I'm more than prepared to battle it out if them conditions or them situations come around. Most of the majors that I've won with crowds there. So it's not that I can't win with crowds there. I prefer them there, and I play a lot better when they are there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I was disappointed that they weren't there last year when I won it. Hopefully I can go and back it up this year with the crowds. And yeah, there's no reason why. It's not as if I can only win without crowds there, because obviously all the majors that I have won have been with crowds being there, and 9 times out of 10 they've been on my back as well. So even if they are on my back, I'm sure I'll perform, I'll play well, but hopefully they'll let me just get on with my game and play as best I can. I know that I get stupid amounts of messages on social media, and I know there is supporters out there and they do outshine the people that are against me, but you can have a million messages that are all for you and wishing you well, but you can have that one or two that are against you, and they're the ones that sometimes stick in your head. And that's what happens when you're playing in darts. You can only sometimes you're the negative and the people that are booing you. But yeah, I know for a fact that there is a lot of support out there for me, and I appreciate every one of them. Yeah, well, I would put it probably myself, Jonny, Peter, and then Michael. Yeah, not that he's not playing well, but he's just not getting the results that sometimes I think he probably deserves. But I think some of the games where in the past he would just come through him, and it's not happening for him lately, and he's not winning tournaments. Don't get me wrong, he won, I think, did he win the World Series? He won against Fallon.
Yeah, the one in
Masters, but
yeah.
And then he went and won a Pro Tour, but he's not winning any big ranking events like he did in the past. So I think me and Jonny are pretty close at the top, and then Peter, having won this weekend, is a bit of a distance behind us, I think, but a little bit in front of Michael. Yeah, definitely. I mean, the standard and the strength and depth now is ridiculous, and know, even going into the weekend just gone and the Grand Slam, you could pick, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8 people that they're more than capable of winning at, and you could even have a case for other people as well. You know, the other boys that are coming through. But as in years gone past, Michael and Phil were dominant, but I don't think you'll have that now over the next couple of years. Hopefully, you know, in the next 2 or 3 years, I can find some extra. I don't think I'm finished yet. I'm nowhere near the finished article, and hopefully, you know, in 2 or 3 years' time, yeah, I can be a bit more dominant myself. But I think Michael has reached his peak. I think Peter's reached his peak, and there's only one way that Peter and Michael can go, and that's either stay in there or drop off. But I think as far as me and Jonny are concerned, we've got a lot more in the tank. She'd definitely have to get to the final or even win it, I think. But you know, it's not up to me to decide that. I'm sure the PDC know exactly what they're doing, and you know, if she's in the Premier League, then they've done it for the right reasons. But yeah, if she gets to the final or wins it, then you know, she's definitely in the Premier League then. Everybody sees that she's a fantastic player, and you know, don't get me wrong, I didn't think that she had that game in her over that distance, but fair play to her against Peter and against Mensah and even against Mike De Decker to blow him away 5-0. She's played brilliant in that tournament. She's definitely got a game. It's just whether she can do it week in, week out. If she was on the Pro Tour and she earned a tour card, could she do it week in, week out against all those boys on the floor tournaments and on stage when she's doing it week in, week out? She's got no scars, no nothing, and she's just up there playing freely. So yeah, she's definitely got a game, and you know, if she earns the right to be in there, then yeah, I think she'd do really well. But I think she needs to earn it, and yeah, if she's in, she's in. But you know, I hope she gets her tour card, and I hope she does play with us week in, week out, because she's definitely got a game. Yeah, my 2 daughters follow him. My older daughter more than my youngest daughter. My youngest daughter's more of a out person, so she likes to be out playing and not really watching TV. Don't get me wrong, she's on her iPad all the time. Knows what's going on, but yeah, my oldest daughter loves to play darts, and I'm sure the likes of Fallon and everybody else that plays darts, obviously she's inspired by everybody, I think.